Nuts, nuts, balls, balls, chin, chin, forehead, forehead, 1, 2. Vegas, welcome. It's 2025. Lived and survived another fucking year. The haters got another year to hate. To call me a liar, to call me a fake. It's just funny. But yet here I still am in the motherfucking game, doing the same. But let's bring it in right now with 2025. This will probably be the most watched and liked episode because I've got one of the hottest, sexiest hosts in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, shit.
My boy Bam Brandon Buano.
How you guys doing?
Good morning, brother.
Good. Thanks.
I want to thank you for coming on, my man. This is much appreciated. We're starting the year off 2025. Epic already. The guests showed up, so that's always a plus. But a handsome one at that. No homo.
All homo.
Oh, way. So, my man, I wanted to get you on here for the simple purpose of you're in the game, obviously, right now. We work together at our spot, Honey's Las Vegas. But I also wanted to get you on here because you're fairly new to the industry. How long have you been in the game?
23. I just turned 23 in. First club was over at Sapphire.
Now, what was it like over there? I've had some mixed reviews. Me personally, I've never had any good experiences over there. Hot chicks, I do remember that. The DJ seemed kind of cool over there. I forget that cat's name. But yeah, it just seemed like a lot of arrogance and cockiness and some weirdo shit over there.
It was definitely a good first experience.
Yeah, that's a huge club to get into right off the bat, bro.
Yeah, first guy I met was Big Joe. I walked up.
Shoutouts, Big Joe. He's our door guy. We love him. He kicks ass. That guy's a legend, man. New York and Vegas now, huh?
Yeah, he's been in it for quite some time from New York.
He's been mentoring you or something. You know what I mean? Giving you some knowledge.
Yeah, I used to take him home when we worked together over at Sapphire a lot, and every night it was just like, hey, this is how we do this shit. Like,
yeah,
it, keep it up, like going back.
So what'd you do over there at Sapphire?
I started at the day pool.
Oh shit.
Cool little experience. I walked in, I was like, hey, you guys hiring?
Were you there? Now, not to cut you short, were you there the time when the Hard Knocks boys were DJing over there?
No.
It's like two brothers. They wear like some captain
they had
hats, like ship hats and stuff.
No, they had like guest
Shout out Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is cool cats, man. You know, I got to get those little motherfuckers on here.
Not that I remember. They had guest DJs like every other weekend. Kept it fresh.
Yeah.
Started at security there. It was cool. Just walking around the pool, maintaining stuff, same old. And then I got moved inside like real quick.
Damn.
Grateful for that one.
Yeah.
Moved from the door straight to the host podium, I think within like 2 to 3 months, and it was from there, it just took off.
Yeah, I remember. I think I talked about my experience there for the 3 days there. I talked to that pussy still, and I was like, my man, I got tons of experience. How long do I got to wait to get inside? And the guy laughs at me and he says, years, buddy, years. But then I go back to my 2-week Wayne status apparatus and get the fuck out of Dodge. But I told the pussy, I went in the next day and I said, hey man, I got to put in my 2-week notice. And he was like, why? What's going on? I was like, well, I got a job at Chipotle. And the homie's all, Chipotle, you mean the chicken bowl stuff? I said, yes, sir. He's like, you got a job at Chipotle, the chicken bowl stuff? I said, yes, sir. I said, so, I gotta move on, man. I got better opportunity rocking with them. And he was just kind of like, oh man, it's all good. You don't got to worry about your 2 weeks. You could go home right now. And I was like, God bless. Thank you, sir.
Got to work tomorrow, Gotta make
Yeah.
money, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that was my experience right there. I was doing some pat downs. They were hella racist over there too. It was wild, bro. There would be like some motherfuckers. What's that little pussy on Fresh Prince? little Alfonso dude. The dance is crazy. They wouldn't even let me let black guys like that in the fucking club, bro.
Like squares.
Yeah, everything.
Like pimps,
everything was like dress code. I was dress code and penny fucking loafers.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers didn't even have a penny in the loafer. They had a nickel. You know what I'm saying? The shit was crazy. So that's when I was kind of like, no opportunity to move up. The tip scale was super weird there. And I was kind of like, dress coded. I might as well have been working for the KKK. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck this, 2-week Wayne. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. Over there, I mean, like it was cool. Like I had some cool hosts. Like
so were you got moved in from pool to straight hosting?
Pool to the front door.
Okay.
I was part-time at the pool, and then like a couple of weeks later I was full-time, a couple of days inside.
Yeah.
And then like 2 months in, it was straight to the podium. No more bullshit. And it was just to the real stuff, selling bottles, cigars, putting girls on. Wolf, our AGM over at Honey's, he's the one who actually kind of showed me the game on how to set everything up.
Love Wolf, bro.
Yeah,
good guy
people,
right there. Good people, man, for sure.
And like, I mean, like, I had a couple of cool dudes like Jacob and Trey. We all worked at the host podium together, and it was a good vibe. But yeah, there was a bunch of other bullshit like the tip out.
Now, when I talk kind of about the Sapphire shit, mind you, this was probably like 8 years ago now, 9 years ago, because I never really gone back in there to fuck around or do any kind of shit. So
same shit.
I don't know if it's the same pussies over there. I know there was a couple cool cats. I'm sure everyone's got some cool cats, but my experiences there were a little funky, and then still, you know, pulling what he had pulled. But I mean, I was grateful that I did get a foot in the door over there. I mean, I could say that I did work at Sapphire for fucking 3 days. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I was over there. I was over there for like just shy of like 2 years. And definitely.
So that's pretty huge, bro. Because they got a club out there in New York. I mean,
they got like 3 locations.
You know, there's still, if you get asked or whatever, they still could be considered top 5 in the fucking world, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't get me
chicks
wrong.
there are hot as fuck, bro. I remember the bathroom valet dudes over there were pretty funny and shit, bro. I'd always walk in and be like, yo, man, where's the big dick line at? And he would just kind of point to the one urinal furthest on the wall and shit. And I'd be like, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It was a cool vibe. When I was over there, I was like, I wish I would have cruised in before I started working there. Especially the pool. The pool was popping. I mean, like, the only.
Yeah, I wonder why did they stop that for?
I mean, they're going through a whole renovation right now. They're redoing the floor. I heard that they're trying to set up like a Club 11 for Vegas.
Really?
Which I always said it was like, you know, even before I knew Club 11 was a thing, because I was so new.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like Omnia with a bunch of dancers running around.
Yeah.
Cool vibe, but I mean, like, if you're not dropping $5,000, like, you're nothing over there. It's not like cool little spot. Like,
yeah, because they got those sky. How much were those sky boxes normally going for?
Man, these girls were cashing out. I mean, I talked to some of these girls like 22, had a different Rolex every single night, had like $5,000 penthouse rent, and they're just killing it.
Yeah, I knew this one chick. I'll keep her name anonymous because I don't know if she wants anyone to know and shit, but chick made like 10 G's and shit over there one night, and then just takes a month off, and then probably went back and made another 10, 20 G's. But yeah, bro, it's some wild shit. There is, that's what people don't understand. In reality, yeah, there is that kind of big bucks. There is some of those ballers dropping that kind of dough. It's just nowadays it doesn't seem as much on a scale to me, as opposed to shit. Imagine even like 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were talking about like pre-COVID, they were going home stupid money.
Yeah, COVID really that fucked the game, because then everyone came back greedy as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? And
inflation was crazy, and OnlyFans took off.
Yeah,
I mean, like you said it before on the podcast, it fucked the whole game up.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, bro, if I swear to God, bro, if I had abs and just 3 inches more on my cock, Wayne Sikk, OnlyFans would be dropping fucking on a daily basis, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking rubbing avocados on my stomach, you know what I mean?
Making guacamole with
smacking my, getting a hot chick over, smacking my cock on her forehead 3 times, telling her to make a wish. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
Brother,
OnlyFans.
you get 3 wishes, you're good.
Chetty, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Well, let's real quick before we finish on Sapphire. What got you in the game, actually?
Shit.
Because that's pretty important right there. Because a lot of people, bro, like everyone knows my homeboy got me into the game, and I just kind of got trapped within the allure of it, you know what I mean, and dug it. But, I was at the time testing to be a fireman and a policeman as well, you know what I mean? And like weird different things happened, and I went the route I went. But fucking what got you involved?
Quick and easy. I mean, my dad did it before I was born.
Yeah, see, I remember you telling me some of that action about your pops.
Yeah, he started.
Now I could get your pops on it because I could be like, yo, we got the son on now. Let's bring the king on real quick.
I was telling him, I showed him your podcast the other day because I've told him stories that you told me. I was like, this dude's fucking crazy. Like no person I've ever met. And showed him the podcast. Yeah, and he's laughing his ass off. I was like, yeah, I got to get you on there. He's like, me? I was like,
yeah, bro.
10, 15 years in the game of Miami at like
Miami 80s, at the fuck.
90s,
He was out there with the fucking coke dealers on another level. Scarface probably used to go up in there.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's told me some stories where like these guys walk straight off the beach right into the club. And he's like, I can't let you in with flip-flops and shorts. And the guy just pulls out a wad and he's like, all right, I got like 3 girls in there and just making money like that.
Yeah, bro. I went to Miami one time with my ex, but we didn't go and check out any strip clubs. But when I was walking around or the different spots I was at, holy shit, bro. There was banging bomb chicks fucking everywhere out there. So I can only imagine the strip clubs, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I was born out in Fort Lauderdale. We moved to Vegas when I was 2 and been here since.
Oh, shit. All right.
Every single movie that's filmed in Florida, he's like, oh, you could have seen that. And I was like, well, I'm not the one who moved me over.
Yeah, right. What made your pops come this side?
My mom's parents moved over here. They retired there.
So they wanted to kind of...
We kind of stuck with them. And then once we moved to Vegas, he got out of the game, started just doing like regular security, like loss prevention stuff. He's got so many stories with that too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've heard stories since I could remember just of.
So now it's time to make your own stories, homeboy.
I tell people there's some times where I get off work at like 5, 6. We close down the club. I go home and he's letting out other dogs and how's work? I was like, man, you won't believe it. It's like, oh, I had the same story. And now it's like 9 o'clock. Wifey's coming down with the kid. She's like, you haven't gone to bed? I was like, we just started a conversation. It just never ended.
Yeah, bro. That's what's crazy about these hours we work too, bro. It's like, fuck, dude, you get a second wind or a third wind when you go home.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
Then it's like hard to get to sleep and shit. Then the sun's already out. Like, it's kind of like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, like the last 2 hours, you're yawning. You're like, I can't wait to go to bed.
Yeah,
you get home and you're like, burst of energy.
Yeah, I get home. I want to start working out. I want to whack off. Yeah. There's a few other things I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe start some laundry, shit like that.
Yeah, get a head start on some chores and then
drop some OnlyFans fucking content.
Yeah, exactly.
Chatty. So then, all right. So Sapphires was a shit, dude. That's a good first club to rock for. You know what I mean?
Great first club.
And Wolf right there showing you some good direction. Him and Big Joe. That's sick. And then where do we go from Sapphire?
They cleaned house like last September. Let go of a lot of people and
now why was that, you think?
They brought some pussy from fucking New York and was like, hey, like let's change it up. And
yeah, I heard some little young 30-year-old or some little youngster got up in that motherfucker because his parents knew the owners or...
I got fired the day after we had this big meeting because I didn't show up. I forgot about it. And so I never met the guy. And I got a phone call the next day. I missed it because I slept. I got fired on my Tuesday. Like Friday. How you get fired on your day off? You know, I got fired.
That's the worst.
On, like, Tuesday. I woke up, I got a missed call. I was planning on leaving anyways.
Yeah.
They were letting go of like the crew, you know. None of my tight friends were there, you know. It was just.
It seemed like Rhino kind of did that too in 2020 or after they reopened from the COVID shit. They didn't bring a lot of people back, it seemed like, man. I guess that was their excuse to try to like say they were cutting costs or doing shit, but eventually probably just got rid of the motherfuckers they were hating on, you know what I mean?
And like with the tip pool, they keep their numbers low. They have a big turnaround rate, so that way nobody gets promoted in the tip pool. So they keep their pockets fat. You know, everybody knows it. Once we caught on, everybody started dipping. It was just me and True at the podium. Now he got bumped up.
True, shout out to True. I like that little motherfucker. He's a cool cat.
Yeah, we were just getting in trouble for just bullshitting majority of the time, you know. But it's all cool. Dipped out there, stayed out of the game, tried to catch up some time with the wife and kids. Wife held it down. She was serving at like PTs.
Oh, dope.
She was holding it down for a little bit.
Yeah, those gaming bars are no joke, bro. It's some money in those things. Yeah.
That's really where I started off at with like the service industry. I bar backed over it with the PT's company and
oh shit, okay.
And I was like, you know what? I was like,
that's something down the road you could look into too, bro. Yeah. Bartending, because you got that look and the personality and you know the chicks, they're gonna flock to you, bro.
But I knew that I knew with that gaming industry, I'm working with bartenders who've been in it since they were 21 and they're even almost 40s, you know.
But they ain't looking as good as you, and what brings that attention to the
and I'm like, I'm not
to the bar, you know what I mean? Granted, you got the wife and kids, but you got to also produce the dough, so take advantage of your assets, you know.
And everybody sees the ring, everybody knows the kids, you know, like that's like straight off the bat,
bro. That's what I like about you, actually. You're not afraid to like. You know, let everybody know you are married and you got a couple of kids and stuff. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, bro,
it's crazy.
They play the game or they're out there doing the most.
I'd be talking to some guys and they'd be talking to me about their kids and we'd be telling stories. And then I'm seeing them over a little too flirtatious with some of the girls. And I'm like, it's a little suspect, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But that's not me. Wifey knows that. All the girls.
That's what's good about you too, bro, is for being new into the game, you know what I mean? Like, you're not all about all that kind of other nonsense, you know? Like, it's easy. I told everybody, like, my first week in the game, I fucked like 3 chicks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean,
I did a little damage here and there, but I was never that one night stand type anyways. I needed to have like some kind of fucking companionship or something kind of there.
It gets lonely with the one night stand.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, I'm on lock, man, and everybody knows it, and it's a blessing to be able to do what I do.
Yeah. That now, is it hard juggling a relationship? Because she's predominantly outside of the industry, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
And then you're in the game. Because all my exes were pretty much in the game.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So like when I was at Sapphire, her and a couple of my friends, they cruised in for New Year's of 23, it would have been. No, 24. So like, I mean, like I haven't been in it for too long.
Yeah.
But they cruised in. I got them a bottle over at Sapphire and she's looking at everything. And I'm like, babe, I was like, it's like the perfect people watching place. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I make sure people aren't being stupid on the floor. I'm making sure the girls aren't being stupid on the floor. And that's that, you know, nobody's sleeping and nobody's too intoxicated. Same shit everywhere. But it's definitely a blessing to be able to just go to work. Something so simple. I mean, like our job's not even job.
Yeah, bro.
You know, we go to a party.
So I mean, there's cats out there doing construction, working for oil refineries, doing like.
And I tried that
hardcore labor shit, dude. And
it
wasn't for me, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't. Granted, it's for a lot of motherfuckers out there, but like I said, man, I came this direction in this game, and like I said, the only thing I regret is me doing a couple 2-week Waynes at a few spots that I probably should have maybe tried 6 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give it a little bit of a shot.
But you know, my one that eats me alive is with the little homie Ryan Jackson out there in California. We run up on you when we were over there at the LGC in Anaheim. my boy Ray over there was GMing it. If I could have just rocked the mic over there Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, like what we was trying to plan to do,
would have taken off probably.
Probably would have made strip club history at that spot, bro, because that spot's 2 stories. Sick as fuck.
Right,
David Bailey owns it. He's got the dough to fucking produce. Like, bro, I just needed to be on that mic with that fucking environment, and the rest would have been history.
In
bro.
a little college town over there too. I mean, like you got the A Stadium also. Like Anaheim's a solid spot.
Yeah, bro. It would have been so fucking epic, bro.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, even though I was planning on dipping out on Sapphire, I didn't see much growth. So that's kind of where I was like, I'm out. But I know it was definitely a good spot if you get in.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have been like suck some dick. I think he literally sucked a dick or got fucked or you hear the rumors. I don't know. You know what I mean? Shout out still, man. If you suck a good dick, shit, give me a call, homeboy. You might still got my application on file.
If it pays the bills. You know?
Yeah, you know? I mean, fuck.
But
so we go from there, then where? Didn't you end up at Hustler?
No, before Hustler, I tried that construction game.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, and wifey held it down for a little bit, and I was like, I can't do it. You know, like I was doing, I went into the electrician union. I was like, I'm looking long-term, kids, pension, you know, all that bullshit. I was like, none of this fast.
Yeah, because some of the union shit out here is pretty solid out here.
I was sitting at like 35, 36 an hour. I was able to sell myself for fucking no experience making dough, you know? And I was like,
shit.
I was sitting on the side of a fucking casino installing lights. Like my boy got me that job and
for the Rio, huh?
Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm wasted talent up here. Like, what do you mean? I was like, man, I'm making the same fucking money, if less, doing this shit. And I'm fucking 300-400 feet in the fucking air.
Bro, my balls would have been shriveled like a motherfucker.
And people are like, man, I don't like heights. And I'm like, you think I like fucking heights? I just like money. You know, I got bills. I can't just sit on my ass. You know, like some of these dancers' boyfriends, you know, they just chilling, playing PlayStation. And the girl go to work, you know.
Bro, that's so wild too, bro. We were talking about that on my podcast with Marcos about these baby daddies or the
and you were like
boyfriends and shit.
And he's, yeah.
Fucking A, bro. Little pussies at home playing video games, smoking weed while their chicks are getting their titties sucked and bumped and grinding.
And it's crazy. I'm in the game at 25. So my dad did this probably 10 years or so before I was born. So 30-something years ago, my dad's telling me the same damn stories. These girls getting dropped off by their bum-ass dudes.
Yeah.
They're working. They come and pick them up. Driving either some beaters or their girl's fucking sick-ass car.
Yeah, the sexy motherfucker like me sitting on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing fucking therapist and shit, you know what I mean?
I gotta hear all this fucking bullshit.
I'm trying to get some pussy too. New year, more pussy. That's the motto this year, baby.
You gotta get that onto a t-shirt.
Chatty.
But yeah, I left the construction shit. I got like after Sapphire, I mean, like wifey didn't like me in the game, and I understood. You know, I don't know how I'd like her around a bunch of swinging dicks. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But it pays the bills. I'm safe, easy shit. I don't come home bitching about my job the whole entire day.
You ain't falling off of fucking 300, fucking 400, fucking.
And it's like worst case, I get a
Highland.
fucking black eye if something pops off at fucking the
Yeah.
club. You know, no. So I was able to convince her. We had a discussion. And she's like, hey, go back to the club. She's like, I want you off of this. You're miserable. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Go make your fucking money. So that's when I went over to Hustler.
Now, what was it working there? You know, bro, that's why I laugh at a lot of people. When I first moved to Vegas, I was getting not even managers coming to talk to me at the fucking door when I'm trying to put in an app or a resume.
Yeah.
No nada, no nothing, bro. You know what I mean? And everyone in Cali's like, oh man, what are you doing different? Or oh man, you're not wearing this suit and tie right, or you ain't doing this, or you ain't. Nah, homies, it was fucking straight up hater shit, knowing I'm fucking better than them shit, fucking intimidation shit, whatever the fact, bro. There was an owner, I'm not gonna say a manager's name or anything, but manager at a big club out here talked about me for 30 minutes to one of my homeboys about what am I trying to get a job at their establishment for if I'm so well known and badass in Cali, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just wild, bro. And then you hear about like you walking right into a situation like Sapphire and then bumping up and moving up. When where I'm at right now, it took basically 8.5 years, which is the craziest, bro. When in Cali, probably fucking a week or two, you know what I mean?
And it's crazy that you gave it 8 years to stay in Vegas.
I fucked myself on that one, bro. I realistically, after the first year knowing I'm never getting into a Rhino, Crazy Horse 3 or a Sapphire, and I'm never going to be DJing at any of those three pretty much, that I should have just took my ass back to Cali. If I would have did that, bro, I would have been owning my own tequila bar and probably whatever else I had going on. I would have been
like fucking
in management. Yeah. And then would have had homies out there to hook up my podcast or whatever. I was trying this podcast shit for about 4 or 5 years, bro, to get this shit up and running. And thank God Matt in the podcaster studio came to me in a vision. You know what I mean? The Lord and Savior said, Sicko, get on over there at the podcaster studio.
Yeah, you were telling me like, hey, like I'm planning on doing this. And like when I first started over at Honey's and you know, everybody talks about a podcast. Oh, I want to do this, you know, and I was like, damn, I was like, let's see. And it was like next week, you're like, oh, I'm fucking doing it. And I was like, oh shit, bro. All right, so I got to be a supporter.
I finally fucking jumped the gun, baby. I was like, fuck, bro. I was like,
waiting.
You know, I fucked up too with staying in Cali. I should have, you know, I should have went with my gut, bro. And I came out here though, but you know, as much as this city pisses me off and the industry pisses me off and the bullshit that goes on, I did meet some cool cats, you know, like you, the Big Joes, the Trues, Alex, you know, Tim, fucking all the different homies at our spot, plus other spots out here at places, the Rhinos and Crazy Horse 3s and all that. But, you know, so, I mean, I guess it's just more to add to the resume maybe, or more to learn off of. I guess everything's not losses, they're learning lessons, you know what I mean? But
that's what I
fuck, bro. If I could have did it over again on the Vegas scene, fuck to the nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where I took it as. I was like, my dad managed them and I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna give it a fucking shot. And
I could see you, bro, becoming a manager because you already are trying at our spot to like learn different assets of the game, you know what I mean? And like even, you know, the other night, gonna get up and jump on the mic and DJ and shit, you know what I mean? And like, or me already kind of showing you some DJ stuff, which you'd probably be pretty cool as a good DJ or even bartending, bro, or managing, because you know how to talk to people, you know how to
resolve situations.
Yeah, you know how to, because I remember a homie of mine that worked for the Rhino out here in Vegas. Actually, I think it was Tim. He was in real good with the GM over there, James, at the Rhino out here. Shout out James. He's a cool cat, you know what I mean? It didn't work out with me and Rhino out here, obviously, but I got mad love for the guy. But I remember that guy told Tim, don't come at me with what was it he said? Don't come at me with maybe we should do this, but come at him with solutions type scenario. And I was like, oh shit, that's some good shit right there. No what ifs or maybes or hey, can we do this?
Yeah. You got to come to him with like a problem. Hey, this is what's going on, and this is the solution.
This is how we solve it.
You can't just say, well, if we try, you know, you got to straight up say, hey, this is my vision, and I think it's gonna work.
I know in our industry, what we definitely need to do to solve it is get rid of whack ass fucking consultants that never been in the game before. You know what I mean? And trying to tell strip club people what to fucking do when you don't even know what you're doing being in our business. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Like, it's funny when I was over at Sapphire and Hustler, I'm like, dude, like this isn't working. And they're looking at me. I'm 23, I'm 24, you know. And they're like, what the fuck do you know? And don't get me wrong.
Bro, they got some what? Dude, I tried Hustler so many times only because I love that building. I like the location,
it's a bitch,
and I could know that place could be fucking insane with lines out the door. But the management team over there is a bunch of fucking cum guzzlers, bro.
My dad even tried over at Hustler. I want to say 2013, 2015 area.
Their little interview processing shit, all their bullshit, their whack ass music they play. They got badass bitches in there. Yeah. Now, is it true? Without putting no one on blast, Did they be fucking over there?
Nothing that I can fully confirm, but I could.
I always hear stories, bro, that
shit coming
that
down.
second floor or whatever.
Second floor is weird, man.
Just
They
to
got
watch where you walk,
doors.
you're dropping in fucking jizz puddles.
Yeah. And I was only over there for 4 months. You know, I was
what
like
was it like working for those fucking retards, bro?
I put a 2-week Wayne over there, and I was like, I'm
Amen,
out of this
bro.
shit.
Yeah. Sometimes, see, a lot of people want to try to hate on me for that shit, or try to hate on me out there in Cali, and
you got to stay
thinking
moving.
their smart asses calling me 2-week Wayne, but nah, motherfuckers, I got a brain. I know what's gonna work or not work.
Life's a game.
You know what I mean?
You know, you got to have movements before you
give you 2 weeks of some dick out there, pussies. How about that?
And it's it was all right. You know, I walked right in there. I applied, got hired on the spot.
See, and I went there like fucking 10 fucking times, not even got a fucking call back, bro.
No, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that, like, I'm seeing when I was over at Sapphire, I got to the host podium so quick. I had the guys at the host podium. They're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know. I had a boy, Smiles, over there, and he's like, "Hey, you just pissed off like probably like 6 motherfuckers in here." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "You got door guys outside, been waiting years to get to where you're at, and you just walk right in."
Like that pussy told me, years, buddy, years. Ha 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 ha.
I had and he gave me a good piece of advice. He's like, "Don't let nobody dim your light." He's like, "There's gonna be people come in here and they're gonna shit on you. They don't like you because you're something better." And I was like, I didn't understand it. And then I had another cat tell me, he's like, he goes, "You got this position because the way you look, because your skin tone, you're tall, you're handsome, this." And I was like,
"Hey, it probably, it's like, dude, it probably does help, bro."
I was like, "Shit, it pays my bills." I was like, if that's what it takes, you know. I mean, like, porn stars ain't making. I mean, other than Ron Jeremy, you know, he ain't fucking.
Bro, I go to a spot out here. They're not even looking at me as a DJ or thinking I DJ.
Nah, you're straight front door, your size, you know, like, don't get me wrong.
They're not even going to give me a chance to get on the mic.
But you got to place people and see where they're good at, you know. You got to know everybody's strength and weaknesses. I'm not going to throw the DJ at the door because he's just going to let everybody in off of some bullshit. He's not going to know how to check ID.
Well, shit, even when they did throw me at the door over here at LGC Vegas, I rocked the spot and kicked ass. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, but you could put me at any position. The only thing I haven't done out here in Vegas was bartend, bro.
Yeah. And I'd rather see somebody fail because they're talking too tough than give somebody who's got it, not give them a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, bro.
Like, and that's, hey, bro, like, you say you could rock the mic, I'll give you the mic on like a Monday, Tuesday. I ain't giving it to you on a Friday, you know, when I got 60, 70 girls, you know. Let's see what you got. I'll give you a trial run. You rock the mic. All right, we'll give it to you a couple of days out of the week.
Like, I don't think I would have got in at Honey's, dude, realistically, going through Wolf or anybody else, so to speak, because they would have been like, either they would have been tripping on my look already. I already know.
Bro, if I wanted to sneak some shit into the club and I saw you and Big Joe at the door, I might have to turn it back around.
Yeah.
Like, these guys ain't playing, you know. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And that's why they got Big Joe at the door. You know, he's a great people person, and but he's that front line.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck with inside.
Bro,
you know I'm running in right after.
He's one of the best door dudes I've ever seen, bro.
Shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, dude. I remember they even used to fuck with me at my club, the LGC one, like I said, keeping me at that door for basically 10 and a half months. But bro, I was like, all right, then I'll just be the best fucking doorman I can be. You know what I mean? But bro, I used to fuck with people so hard, bro.
It's funny.
So hard, bro.
This job is so comedic, for real.
Yeah, bro. Raider guys would come in with their jerseys or try to come in. And if it was a day, and I know you're a Raider fan, so no disrespect. No disrespect any Raider motherfuckers. But you guys would lose quite a bit. And so these cats were going to try to come to my club and they're rocking Raider jerseys. And I'm like, hey, man, sorry, I can't let you guys in. And they're like,
don't let losers in.
Yeah. What's going on? What do you mean, man? And I'm like, don't let losers in the club. I'm like, you guys can come in. You just got to take your fucking jerseys off.
Once you guys win a game, I'll let you. Yeah, I mean.
So, dude, they would go back to their car, fucking take their jerseys off, and then come in, dude. It was epic, bro. I used to make motherfuckers stand out there and cough for me or spin around 3 times talking about I got some fucking high technology fucking camera shit.
Yeah. this is gonna take it.
Bro, I just used to fuck with people because you got to entertain yourself. You're out there.
It really is, man. It
solo
really does
dolo,
get
bro. You know what I mean?
It does get boring.
I could only touch my shit however many times without fucking people like, man, is this guy perving up there or something?
When I got out of the game for that, like I think I was at the Rio for less than 6 months. I said, man, it got boring.
Yeah.
Same shit. Hey, welcome to XYZ club. You know, I'm so and so. Here's the bathroom, the bar. Here's your table. Here's your cards.
Yeah.
Consistently, especially at Sapphire, man, you get thousands of people at night. I'm doing that consistently.
Fuck, bro.
And it got really boring. But
I always hate that patting down shit, bro.
But you gotta make it fun. Over at Honey's, I mean, don't get me in trouble, but I'll walk up to people. You got to make people laugh. You know, people coming in, they just got patted down. They're like, all right, what am I expecting? Let me fuck with you. Let's have a good time. You know, my dad was like, man, I didn't ever go to work. You went to a party. You hosting a party. These people come to your house. You showing them a good time. You're not just a boring ass host. I'd be walking up to a party of like 4 or 5 guys, and I'll be like, hey, how you guys doing? Good. Hey, which one of you is the gay one? And they're like, what? Or like one guy's not listening and they'll all point at him, and I'll be like, hey, how you doing, man? I was like, you celebrating like you getting married to your boyfriend? And they're like, what?
Yeah.
I thought you were the gay one, your boys, and everybody's laughing except him. But there's this one time I did that, and later on I was talking to him, hey, how you guys doing? And he's like, where you from? He's like, Florida. I was like, oh, I was born in Florida. He's like, oh, you got to check it out. I was like, I knew you were the gay one, huh? It's like, that's why you're trying to get my ass all the way over on the East Coast. You just got to have fun with it, man.
Yeah, bro.
You can't just stand in the corner. We're more than just a security guard. You know, we maintain the floor, but we keep the party going.
Yeah,
as
bro.
a whole. I can't just stand there as a statue and just be like, all right, I'm security. You know, my dad was always like, hey, like VIP, man, you can't just walk around and like watch half the dance, you know? You got to trust. You got to make, hey, walk over. Hey, you guys doing good? Let him do his shit. Don't interrupt.
Yeah.
Don't be peeking over his shoulder and shit. So
shit, man, to me, if they're sucking and fucking, it's more money coming our way. It's a beautiful thing.
As long as the girls take care of us.
Yes, right?
I had one girl last night. I was like, hey, like, I let her slide with a little bit more money, you know? And I was like, all right, hey, maybe she'll take care of me because I got her a couple extra dough, you know? And it's just fucking nothing. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
bro,
cool.
the fuckery at our spot with these dancers, entertainers is so wild, bro. Like I said, it's the second cheapest batch of motherfuckers I ever worked for, you know what I mean? And that's 28, 29, 30 years now in the biz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucking wild, that shit, bro.
But you can't like out in Cali, like when you first started, or even now probably, you'd be able to say, hey, like damn near put your hand out, like, I took care of you. Like, where's my shit? You know?
Yeah, I should do stuff like that, but for whatever reason, bro,
out here you
like,
can't. It's solicitation. Like,
I mean, I
like
probably could.
Tips,
I probably could still get away with it, probably, but at the same time, it's just not in me, bro, to be like begging for tips or hounding for some bullshit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, I'm gonna let the universe take care of your little ass. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's gonna come around, man. Like you said it on one podcast. These girls gonna be like, why am I having a shitty night? Well, I loaded you up. You left with fucking $3,000 on a fucking Wednesday. Unheard of.
Yeah.
And I got $5-10. Yeah, sitting in the fucking corner. I ain't throwing you up on stage when something's popping, or I ain't pulling you up to the front when
bro.
Party, you know?
And it's so funny, bro. All the girls that never want to do stage all of a sudden want to get up there when they're seeing people make it rain or the environment's popping off.
Paying off stage fee, all sorts of shit. They're batting their eyes like, oh, please skip me. Like, all right, I'll skip you this time.
Yeah.
What's it for me, you know?
They don't understand what we do as DJs, bro. The like,
you just push
to
buttons.
help. Yeah. I'm just a button pusher. You know what I mean? We gotta get that little fucker on here, Ryan Jackson, man. He's the one who came up with that shit. You DJs just fucking push buttons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's big on that shit, but he knows what's up. I rocked the house for him for a few different clubs, and he knows who's King Kong and shit.
It's like when you first came out here and you were saying like, I never worked for Sapphire, Crazy Horse. Rhino, stuff like that. It's not like Cali where you could go 20 minutes down the road and you're in a whole different city, whole different vibe, a whole nother like 10, 15 clubs to pick from. It's Vegas, man. You got anywhere from chicas to minks and everything in between. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to drive that hour to fucking Boulder City or Prump, and go work up there, you know? It's like, this is all you got.
Do they even got strip clubs in Pahrump?
I know they
got all the little whorehouses.
I know you guys were talking about that last one.
Yeah.
I've never dabbled in it, but I've always gotten the people.
Mad educated me on that shit. Yeah, I never went out that way either.
Yeah. I mean, you get pussy for free now.
Yeah.
I ain't paying for it. That's the perk of being married.
Right.
So, yeah, man, it's crazy, but you always get the people, hey, where can I go get something? And I'm like, you got massage parlors? And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you a narc or nothing, but I don't know nothing about it. And my wife, me being married is my little backup plan. Hey, I'm married, bro. I don't
partake in any of that crazy shit,
homeboy. Know about it, so that's something that you got to go out.
I mean, I know there is massage parlors out here, and I'm
they're
sure
all right around the corner from our spot, from what I've heard.
And I'm sure they're pretty good, or you're gonna get some action. But I hear it's pricey as fuck.
But I'm not guilty by no association with none of that. So
yeah, bro.
I keep my shit clean, yeah, man. I can't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
No need to.
Shit. But they'll get shut down and get popped right up the next day, you know?
Yeah, those kind of places are wild as fuck, bro.
And I mean, even you got the legal shit, like the Green Door or whatever, where you got couples, you just walk in and you just watch shit.
What is it? There's Green Door, Red Rooster, and I think Area 51 or some weird shit. I don't know. I like I said, I had went that one time with one of my homeboys that lives in Havasu right now, Joey Crack of Dawn. But that shit wasn't for me, bro. I was walking around just like, what in the fuck is all this?
I mean, shit,
I left and went to Rhino. You know what I mean?
Some crazy drunk night shit. I mean, I'd love, hey, wifey, peek our fucking head in for it. You know, we're in Vegas. I don't plan on staying here for long. We're both 25. She just turns 26 in a couple of months, and it's like we're still young. You know, it's weird. I ain't partaking. We ain't partaking.
Yeah.
It just be it's where when you move somewhere else, everybody's gonna go Vegas. Oh, what's the craziest shit, man? And I'm like, man, when I was able to do shit, I wasn't doing it because I was already locked down. I was already fucking been done that, you know. I was on Fremont Street at fucking 13, 14. Bastard. And it just got old, you know.
Yeah, bro. This dude, it's like you're either hitting whatever nightclub on whatever night or whatever strip shit. Club, and you're running in the same ass chicks where, yeah, bro, it's everyone's wants that allure of the Vegas scene and the nightlife and all that, but in reality, it's kind of like, all right, been there, done that, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's the same Fremont. It's the same homeless people. It's the same little attractions that are the people weaving the corn husks or the break dancers or the you know, it's the same shit. It's the same bars, same nightclubs.
Yeah, you're hitting the gaming spots or the different shit.
Locals hardly even get taken care of down here. People are like, you ever go to the strip? I'm like, why would I go to the strip, man? I get a fucking tall boy at the gas station, $3. I go over there, I'm paying $20 for a beer, local or not. You know? You don't get no special treatment. Vegas,
I get love at Mandalay Bay, Cosmo, and MGM for sure. So I can hit the strip.
Exactly.
My motherfuckers will break me off.
I know Big Joe gets the love over at fucking Palace, man.
Yeah, Palace Station and shit.
But you gotta go there. You gotta go and
put in your time and work and shit. That's probably 8 or 9 years of me fuck around with these different cats.
Exactly. And I'm like, man, I go out, I show family in town a good time, and that's it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, man, I'm sure, bro, if I had a wife and kids, I'm not venturing out too often, or if I am, it's with them to certain spots or with them to different restaurants maybe, or with them to fucking the gaming bars near the pad or some shit.
Exactly. That's one thing we will do with me and wifey being in the industry, coming home every single night with some tips.
Yeah.
Hard cash. We know we go to work the next day, we make it back and some,
Yeah.
And if we don't, we make it back the next day. So yeah, we used to try and at least like every month go to a new spot. Like we go to the Cosmo. We went to Beauty in Essex for anniversary.
I never been there yet. How is that spot?
Beauty in Essex or Cosmo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Beauty in
fire.
Essex. I get love at Cosmo. I get love over there, but
fire ass food.
the Vesper Bar, the homies at the Vesper Bar hooked me up and shit, and even Chandelier.
Yeah. Oh,
I think they put up a couple extra chandeliers for my ass in there. You know what I mean?
I point everybody to Cosmo because they just got food on food, and yeah, like that's something that we will do. You got to go out, especially with like our hours, man. On like during the work week, man. There's sometimes I come home, I'm straight to bed. I wake up, I'm still tired, and I'm straight out the door to go to work again.
Yeah, bro.
But the financial freedom of just being able, man, like, some nights when we're walking out 6, 7, maybe $1,000 a night, and it's just like it's our work week Tuesday, We still got 4 more days or whatever. Like, let's fucking run it up, Yeah, it's a blessing to be able to do that, and you got some haters because you're not even working, man.
Yeah.
You also get the love from those little pussies who are like, man, you got the best job.
Yeah, right.
Bro, you're fucking 30-something. You never seen a set of titties, bro?
Yeah, that's wild. Like I said, I used to have lawyers, even doctors, like different cats. Oh, man, I want your job. Oh, I want your job. Or even some of those oil refinery spots when I was working at the Fantasy Gold Club a couple times. Out over there, motherfuckers making bank doing all that oil shit, bro. And fucking, or other cats doing like that underwater
welding, man.
That kind of shit is like,
they work 6 months out of the year and they make a fucking yearly salary, and I'm like, that's fucking wild.
Some insane ass shit, bro.
But
and they're just in those clubs fucking it off.
Yeah,
like exactly. I would love to check out those Alaska strip clubs because they say out there, they get all those fishermen and different people, and those fuckers out there, they're lonely. They ain't doing shit. They're just out there fucking that dough off.
I ran into a guy when I was over at Hustler. He owned like 2 clubs up in Alaska. I was like, why the fucking anybody want to own a club in Alaska? It's like the most money I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I was like, how? He's like, the little college town, the tourists, and the fishermen, oil refinery guys.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking blowing off dough. And I'm like, that's fucking
They don't got shit else to do out there, dude. Bro, and then I also heard Guam. Guam's a big place to go to, too, that the dancers can kick ass out there. And there's a X amount of areas where it's all the strip clubs type deal, but you get the same kind of shit. Fishermen, oil people, military, a lot of military stuff.
Yeah. My biggest thing was because like I've been here since I was 2, man. So like 23 years out in Vegas, and I'm trying to get the hell out of here, take the wife and kids somewhere less expensive, less crowded, and I'm like, I got no other experience in anything, like I dabbled in construction a couple of times and I fucking hated it. Less than 6 months, never even a year. So I'm like, the best resume I got is just these clubs.
Yeah.
And some of the top clubs, right? I got Sapphire, world known.
Yeah.
And then I got Larry Flint's Hustler Club, well known with the Deja Vu ownership and everything, that's solid. And now I got Honey's, but Honey's, I swear, was a spot I was looking at. When I was at Sapphire, I was telling my dad, I was like, man, I just wish I would have started smaller and built my way up.
Yeah.
Like, you're where you want to be. And I'm like, I don't think so. I was like, I'm getting fucked over on my tips. With the point system, I'm at like 1 point. We're making $90,000, $100-something thousand weeks for tips in a hole, and I'm coming home with $800-900 for the week. And I gotta wait until Monday to cash in that little cash. It's not every single night I'm getting divvied out. So it's crazy that I was sitting there and we were making all this money. I mean, Wolf was sometimes dropping $6,000, $8,000, $9,000 from tips a night.
Damn.
And I was like, that's who I need to learn from. And he just took me under his wing. And I was like, oh, no shit. I was like, this job's a lot fucking easier than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And once I bounced, so once I got over to Hustler, there's like, yeah, like they were like, oh, we don't hire people with prior experience. And our boy Eric used to work at Hustler too for years. And he's like, that's because they don't want you to catch on to the shit that they're playing with.
Yeah.
And I caught on to it quick.
There's some shady
fucks. I had some girls tell me, they're like, you ain't lasting 6 months here. And I took it as like what, am I not good enough to work at this bum ass club?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, like you're just not gonna like it. And first week I'm getting shady shoulders from everybody. Second month, people are like being fake. I'm like, bro, like y'all suck.
There's some whack little fucks over there too, bro.
Yeah, man. 3 months they're telling me, hey, you ain't making money. And I'm like, I wonder why the fuck I'm not making money, because your pussy ass is over telling every girl not to give me no money. Or you're telling me, hey, we ain't loading girls up at the door, wait until they sit down. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, that's my job. I got to keep my job, so I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, you're loading up your girls at the door, so I can't load up girls at the door.
See, some
I'm
of that
like, all right. So
cock blocking haters
this is
shit,
how
bro.
it's
That's
done.
typical Vegas shit right there.
Man, and they had it kind of cool with the tips. Like, hey, you make $100, you get it thrown into the tip pool. It's like, all right, that's fair. So nobody was just dropping nothing's getting into the tip pool. They took that away, and they're like, hey, just throw your tips and you get the tip pool. So I was like, all right, cool. There was some nights where I was like at like $60, so I throw in a couple like $40, so I get my extra cheese on the side from the tip pool. But they're like, hey, you're not doing it no more. So I throw in my $60. And then I had a fucking manager tell me straight up, he goes, you'll never make money here. And I'm like, oh, bro, like, you've been at this bum ass club for I don't know how many years. Like, I come from Sapphire. Like, you guys are losing your shit with 3 bottles on the floor.
Yeah.
Sapphire is loading up 26 plus bottles services at a fucking time. You know, we're running. I had hosts sweating over at Sapphire. You guys are sweating, and I turn around and you got like less than 60 people in this whole entire club.
Yeah.
And I was like, I took that. I was like, man, that's a straight smack in the face. I was like, don't talk to me like that. I had somebody, they told me, they gave me like tips for the night, and they're like, hey, your $30 job's making you a lot of money. A lot of money. I was like, this is $130, bro. I was like, thanks to the pocket change, you know, for the gas money, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
shit. So I caught on to it, but the reason why I left, man, I was planning on dipping out, but like you were saying, you think they're sucking and fucking upstairs? I got nothing where no hard evidence, but when I see some of the girls that you'd never see in VIP, you look like bottom feeders. You're getting the floor work to make like $30 that night, but over there you're seeing these big ass girls. And you're like, man, I wouldn't fucking touch you with a 30-foot pole, you know, not even a 10-foot pole. I'm staying my ass way the fuck away from you.
Yeah.
And they're making dough. I saw one come down the elevator. Her hair's all wild. I was like, oh, you just spent time with fucking Wayne upstairs, man. You just got your shit all fucked up, bro. I know your throat's hurting.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here before you guys get raided and I get fucked over.
Bro, and I've heard it was like, I don't know if it was like a year ago now.
It was 2.5 years ago.
They got raided pretty hardcore where they took computers, they took phones, and little D's got fucked with too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, bro, that shit's fucking wild shit, bro.
That's another thing. Like, I mean, like Metro's on everybody's ass. We'll have some people come in, but like we run a clean club, and that's what I love about Hustlers.
Yeah,
like,
what I love about our spot,
Honeys,
man.
yeah. Honeys is it, bro. Like we don't play none of that shit. We don't play no girls leaving with guests, digital payments, none of that shit. We keep it locked down. We got people watching the cameras. And it's a clean club, but I mean, fucking Metro wants to peek their head in. Hey, bro, everybody's got their work cards.
Yeah,
nobody's drinking on the job. Nobody's slinging.
See, that's what's crazy about here that I had to learn fast out here. You got to get a sheriff's card, TAM card, health card.
Yeah.
Where in Cali, you just get hired and you could start that same night.
Yeah, wearing a fucking black tee and fucking jeans, you know?
Yeah, it's so crazy out here in Vegas. They try to fuck you on any and every little thing, dude, or get you to pay for any and every little fucking thing, dude. It's the wildest shit.
It's so corporate out here, and it does suck. But I mean, it's the only way to make money.
Yeah, they
You
all want a
gotta-
piece of our fucking pie and shit, dude. You know what I mean? They even started doing that shit in the nightclubs. Gaming started getting involved with nightclubs because nightclubs surpassed gaming. Everyone was
Really?
coming to Vegas for the nightlife and as
Yeah.
opposed to gaming. And so the nightclubs were making more than what gaming was doing.
That's something that you got to realize. I mean, like, yeah, gaming's got a lot of money, and that's why I got out of it, because I didn't want to be that fucking 45-year-old, 50-year-old fucking bartender who's never changed his career. You know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I was like, I got to switch it up. I got to try this strip club shit before I fucking stick to bartending, because they wanted to make me a bartender. But I was like, yeah, give it a fucking shot. I never wanted to turn my head back other than when I was at Hustler. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Touch back up on that one. But gaming's crazy out here. But nobody wants to go and drop fucking $2,000 and make $200. You know, I'd rather go take my 6 boys who's celebrating a bachelor party to a strip club, to a nightclub, go throw $2,000 on a bottle service and be fucking taken care of. Look like a king, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people when I'd see them at the fucking bar and they're dropping $2,000 and you're just getting treated the same way as people at the fucking tables, man. You ain't dropping money.
Yeah.
You drop $2,000 at a fucking club with bottles, man. Everybody's all over you.
Yeah.
The hosts are checking up on you. You throw everybody a 20 on the way in, 100 on the way in, man. You're a fucking king in Vegas. You got girls coming from the floor talking to you. Like, that's the way to get
Already
free pussy,
dropping it
you know?
like it's hot.
Yeah. You want free pussy, you hop onto Tinder, or you go spend money at a fucking nightclub, and that's that, you know? But it's funny, I've been here so long, I've never gone to Omnia, I've never gone to fucking Zook, I've never gone nightclubbing. I've never gone to a strip club that wasn't where I worked.
Really?
Other than LVSC, I went in like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I think you remember.
Yeah.
That
That was
shit.
fucking funny. We were slow one night and we heard LVSC was popping and we had a guest that wanted to get taken over there. Fucking drove him over. I didn't get no kickback or nothing. Went in with him. I played security for him, right?
Yeah,
All these big ballers. Motherfucker bought 2 bottles, walked in, got 2 bottles and like fucking $3,000 at once. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Had a girl walk up. She's like, hey. I was like, hey, I'm cool, bro. You know, I know the industry, but I didn't want her to know that. I was like, I'm cool. I'm just a security. I'm just drinking a water, you know?
Yeah.
I was also clocked in over at Honey's, but I was like, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, a little undercover mix.
Yeah. I threw my fucking hat down low and I was just like, just checking out. I saw like 6 of our girls over there and I'm seeing 100 something plus girls. I'm like, bro, like you got like 40 guys in here, 100 girls. I go, bro, that's a fucking tough pond to be fishing in.
Yeah.
You know, you got so much action going on over there, but not enough money for everybody to eat.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are these girls doing over there when I'm over here and I got 40 girls and I'm sitting at like 80 guests, 100 plus guests, and I'm like, I'm running out of girls to feed, you know? I was like, you're fucking yourself up over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to get out of the game for a little bit when I was at Hustler. I was like, man, I'm getting heat. It's like, I don't know if it's the good hair. I don't know if it's I'm young. There's some bald people over at fucking Hustler, so I threw it at the hair.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see it, but
oh wait.
But yeah, man, I was like, I'm going back to the bar, and Joe hit me up. I left on a Monday. I was gonna go do something else, but Joe hit me up on like fucking 2-3 nights after I quit Hustler. He's like, hey, we're looking for a guy. Contact Wolf tomorrow. Call Wolf, and I was like, hey, like, what's up? He's like, hey, we need a host. Joe brought up your name, and I was like, that's a good candidate, you know. He's like, send me your schedule that you want. Like, whatever you want. He's like, I got guys working only a couple of days a week. Whatever you need. So I was like, all right. So I made some shit up real quick, and because I had a lot of plans, I started the fucking next day. I left Hustler on a Monday and I started on a Friday at Honey's.
Nice.
And I just walked in there and he introduced me to the GM and at the time, and I was like, I felt love, man. He goes, "Hey, this is Brandon. He's the new host." Shit, dude. I was like, "How you doing?" They're like, "Fill out the paperwork. You're starting in like an hour." I was like, "Fuck, dude. I'm filling this shit out." I walk out.
Yeah.
My boy True's over there. Big Joe's over there. We have Yachty from El Dorado. Cheryl, she bartended over at Sapphire. And True goes, "Hey, these are the girls that work with us." He's like, "You
I
remember
love
so-and-so?"
Cheryl and
Yeah.
Yachty, bro.
Yeah, solid ass service.
They kick ass, bro.
Yeah, and they make dough too.
Fuck yeah.
And
Our
they
bar
got those
staff
people.
is sick, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? And
everybody.
waitresses.
From Courtney,
I've
Hector,
always called it out
yeah.
with our bar staff for
Yeah.
sure.
And man, I felt at home.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like I can't fucking.
And then you came and met my sex.
Yeah.
son.
And I was like, I walked up and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I go, "All right." And like next week you're rubbing my shoulder and I go, "Hey, bro." I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Bang.
And you're just like, "Oh man." And I was like, this dude's out here shouting out, "Hey, sprinkle the dough on the pussy." And I go, "What the fuck, dude?" You know, I come from fucking Sapphire and there's just like, "Scarlett, stand by." And I go, I'm like, I never heard a DJ rock the shit, you know? I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. And then over at Hustler, I mean, like it was funny because they throw girl guests. Because the girls, all the girls always want to go up on
Get
stage,
up there.
right? And they let it happen over at Hustler, which is fucking funny. And they're like, "You got one rule. You hop up on stage, you got to show your titties." And I'm like, did this DJ just fucking say this?
Yeah.
And the girls are doing it. I'm like, I
think it's
like,
DJ Nick over there.
Yeah, Nicky. Yeah. You got DJ
He's been
Nicky.
in the game for a long ass time. I think my boy Turtle's over there too.
Yeah. Oh, you know Turtle.
Yeah,
He DJs the dudes. I couldn't do that, man. I got stuck up there a couple of times. I'd be doing tours and shit, and the elevator don't work. And I'm like, oh man, I'm seeing this dude
shaking his ass, dropping it like it's hot.
I'm like, but then I'm like,
assless chaps on and shit.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'll look over there and I'm like, I gotta get some new moves for wifey. You know, gotta keep shit interesting. So I'm like, I'm clicking the elevator. Don't get me wrong. I ain't just chilling, but yeah, man. DJ Turtle, he's funny. And he rocks the mic too.
I'll never forget. I danced for one of my exes back in the days. I went to a country spot and a country clothing place, and I bought some assless chaps and like some kind of a vest to match it. And I remember dancing for it, and I danced to 2 songs, Danzig,
and Pony.
She Rides, and then How the Gods Kill.
Oh shit.
Shit was good, dude. It was sexy.
That is funny.
Tapped the forehead 3 times, told her to make a wish.
I mean, you see the pigmentation, man. I don't got no rhythm to dance, dude.
Fuck, you got your Robin Thicke easy look popping.
It's funny. I mean, yeah, like you get the girl guests that come in at Sapphire, and they were expecting to have guys because they used to have guys before.
Yeah,
COVID.
that's right. Yeah,
and they just never brought it back. And the girls would be like, "Hey, where's the male dancers?" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, we don't do that anymore." I was like, "But we got girls. You know, everybody loves titties. You know, like, hey, we got girls." And they'll be like, "You dance?" And I go, "Nope, absolutely not, for 2 reasons. I can't, and my wife would kill me. Don't care about the dough." I go, I ain't fucking up this career because,
bro, it's funny. I worked at the LGC Vegas, and there was a couple of cats over there that I used to fuck with and be like, "Yo, I want to manage you guys as OnlyFans." You know what I mean? Like, let's get your shit popping. Let's get you guys ready to go. Fucking, I just want 3%, and I want 5. I want to use the 5 of you guys. We're gonna drop these OnlyFans, and I'm gonna make you motherfuckers millionaires. But they always pussied out.
Those OnlyFans managers, I heard, make bread for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to start my own nucleus. Granted, it would have been for a bunch of dudes, but fuck it, bro. Dough's dough. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would be doing it myself if I had a couple more inches to the little ding-a-ling. You know what I mean?
I hope wifey don't get upset at me for saying this, but I've talked to her about doing an OnlyFans with either me or just me and her and shit. And you know, bro, like,
Bro, money is money, dude.
Money's money, dude.
It's all
for
the same,
sure.
man.
And
Whether you're at Wind Sweet Towers or Tropicana, it's all the fucking same.
I've seen you cruising home at Tropicana, man.
Shady.
But yeah, man. But then I talked to one of my boys over at Sapphire, Tima, and he's a little gay dude, you know, but a big ass black dude, man. You'd never think, but he's a cool fucking guy. And he goes, well, your clientele would be a bunch of dudes. And I was like, I don't think I could do that. And he's like,
you're not gonna know. You're not.
And,
you'll know, but you might not know. But I get it. Yeah, it's kind of like, because dude, that kind of LGBT,
but exactly
community or whatever that is huge, bro. They got dough. Motherfuckers got dough.
Girls don't spend money like guys. That's why male strippers will never make money like females.
Yeah.
And it's hard out here, dude.
Bro, I knew guys that were rocking Crazy Horse 3 or even working for Deja Vu. Deja Vu actually supposed to open up next week. Yeah, so that's gonna put a dent in the game a little bit out here.
It's gonna
but that's gonna spread the love with the girls in the different scenario.
Spread them thin.
You know what I mean? But that being said, I knew homies that left our industry to go work like at Piranhas or some of these different kind of spots, bro. No joke, dude. Straight go-go dancing, wearing the tight ass shit, no shirt, shaking ass, dropping ass, bro. Making bank.
When I got before I went into the strip clubs, I was talking to wifey. I was like, yo, my bar wants me to be a bartender, moving me from bar back to bartender. I was like, but I don't think I want to do that. I was like, but I heard this spot, Piranhas. I was like, I know it's a gay spot, but I was looking nice and thin, you know, I was killing it. And I was like, what do you think? I go bartend at a gay bar. And she goes, you wouldn't do that. And I was like, they're making like $2,000 plus a night. And I'm like, we could use that $2,000 plus a night. Because my son was just born. I think he was only like a month or two old. She wasn't working. And I was like, bro, like, I ain't fucking these dudes, obviously. You know, like, they not touching me. Like, they're gonna go straight up. Hey, bro, like, it's a hands off, bro. I'm pouring you your fucking little gay martini, bro, and you're
gonna put a little straw on the ass, huh? Oh, wait.
I'll give him the little fucking umbrella, but you ain't touching me, dog. But you could give me your money because you like what you see.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fucking take it out on wifey, you know? Like, that's how you got.
So then what was you couldn't do it, or?
I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna go into the strip clubs. I was like, it feels a little bit more comfortable. I was like, I don't know how my dad would think about me going to a gay bar. Great decision though.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad to have you in the industry, bro. I look forward to big things coming for you, man, because you're well rounded, and I already see you wanting to learn where a lot of pussies out there don't want to learn. You know what I mean?
Like I said earlier, you can't stay stationary. You gotta move. Whether if it's outside of where you're at right now or it's inside, you gotta learn everything. You gotta know the front door. You gotta check IDs, pat people down, seat and greet, VIP. And if you got the opportunity to run fucking DJ, learn how to fucking load up the autoplay and fucking walk away.
You know, like,
how to bartend,
which reminds me, I'll show you some of that shit this weekend or when we're back rocking together. So then that way, just in case, because who knows what's going on at our place with all that weirdo shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the only way you could be well-rounded, and that's the only way you move up. I just turned 25 back in September, man. I'd love to be managing by the time I'm 30, no matter what.
Man, bro, and I'm 50 fucking too, dude. Just turned 52.
And that's the crazy thing is I've never worked with people. Like, I've always been the youngest person in this in the club, other than like entertainers, obviously. Obviously, those 21, 22-year-olds. But yeah, man, I got people and they're like, "Oh, you're younger than me," and I'm like, "Yeah, bro." Like, it's just my dad taught me, "Hey, this is you." You dress good, you feel good, and you do good.
And
you come in. I have my boys ask me, "Hey, give me a job." And I'm like, "Hey, no disrespect, bro, but you look like shit." I ain't saying it, but this is you gotta have the clean cut, you gotta have the clean hair, you gotta look good. You can't just come in raggedy as fuck like you just rolled out of bed. You ain't getting no fucking job.
Yeah, man.
It's a model position. Like we hold up standards, you know. I've rocked cologne, fucking watches, fucking button ups since I could fucking remember, and I just get it from my dad because of how he was in the club. And I swear that's what set me up.
Yeah.
And shout out to my dad for sure.
Yeah, man. Generational shit right there.
Yeah. He definitely fucking opened the gate. When I was at Sapphire, I was like, what do I do? What do I wear? How do I speak? And he goes, just go in there. He goes, rock the fucking button up. You got slacks? I was like, I don't got fucking slacks, bro. I'm 21 years old or 22. I was like, I don't got slacks. He goes, wear your nicest jeans. Go in there, just fucking talk. And I was like, hey, like, this is my experience. And Steele was like, man, I wish Marcus, the GM over at Sapphire, and he's like, I wish Marcus was here so I can introduce you. And I was like, damn. And when I was on my way out, after he's like, hey, you got the job, we'll be in contact. I was walking out, Big Joe goes, hey, good luck. And I didn't know how to take it because I knew I was so young.
Yeah.
You know, and I had no expectations of actually getting the job. I applied at Sapphire and Little Darlings online. Two complete opposite worlds, two different clientele. And I'm glad, I'm glad I got the experience over at Sapphire because I get to say it. But they got the little fuckery going on over there. No hate, you know. When you're in that deep, you're able to pull whatever strings you want.
Yeah, bro. And everyone's greedy at one point or time in their life, bro.
But my dad's saying, hey, just
greed and titles. I've always said it on this podcast. Yeah. Greed and titles, man.
They care about how much money they got, who they are, who knows them, and that's what pays their bills.
Yeah.
And us little fish are over here like we're trying to fucking survive and not getting fucking scarfed up and spit the fuck out. And that's how it kind of felt.
Up.
We're over at, I'd love to get swallowed up. I'm gonna talk to wifey a little bit later.
Chatty.
But yeah, man, it's like shit, dude. It's a lot that goes on. I was talking to a guest the other day. They're like, Vegas, if they don't like how you talk, if they don't like how you look, where you're from, how you dress, you ain't shit out here.
Yeah.
No matter if you got money or not. I had to kick out a guy who owned 3-4 businesses because a girl didn't leave him alone. And he's like, she's not. I told her to leave me alone. I gave her $100 to leave me alone, and I don't know what to do. And the manager was like, tell him to leave. And I go, the motherfucker throws everybody 20s on the way in, and you're telling him to leave for some chick who's not doing her job properly?
Yeah.
Never saw the motherfucker again. And I was like, because he was what? He was an old guy, little weird, pervish a little bit. Polo and shorts and fucking sneaks, you know? It was like, he's not rocking the fucking watch, the chain, the fucking nice suit, you know? He's not holding the fucking $5,000 in ones and not throwing a fucking dime.
Yeah.
You know, that's all the look, man. Nobody cares if you got all these ones if you ain't throwing all these ones.
You get those pussies that buy a gangload of ones and sit them right there on the fucking table, dude. Don't do shit all night, bro.
Sit back. And all these girls come and talk to you, and you're like, here's $5-10. And I'm like, bro, I'd fucking spit on you, bro. You're fucking chump. I ain't saying I'm fucking over here throwing 5 G's at no club, but I'm also not trying to pull out 5 G's and not spending it. You know, I'm who I am, and same with you. But nobody's over here putting on a front. But I swear, out in Vegas, you put on a front, you get whatever you fucking want.
It's a facade out here, bro, and it's all what's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's about
hoax, man.
Yeah,
it's all hoax. And that's why I'm trying to bounce.
Yeah.
The only place that has the money is from fucking Las Vegas Boulevard, fucking Dean Martin, all the way the fuck up top. And that's the only place that makes money. Everybody else, bro, nobody gives a fuck about out here. The school system, the housing, it's all fucking whack out here, man.
That's why I love the podcaster studio. But if I bounce, I'll be in Cali for sure, but I'll still come out here and
doing the
try to
mobile.
knock out a podcast or two once a month, maybe out here in Vegas or every couple months or something, however I work it out. But
I do think those fucking mobile podcasts are gonna be fucking lit.
yeah.
That
When I
and-
take this
and your
shit on the road
yeah,
and
your uncensored ones,
the
man.
Wayne Sikk
That's gonna
Uncensored,
be
big
fucking
shit's
fun.
coming, 2025, baby.
It's new shit.
Big things are coming, man. I encourage and want more haters. I love you haters. I love all you pussies. I love all you pussies that ain't in the game, but I got a lot to say. Keep it all coming, man. You guys are wonderful. You're beautiful. I bless you guys with my voice once a week.
Yep.
I'll continue to bless you pussies out there. If you ever see me anywhere, ask me for a drink, man. Come and shake a motherfucker's hand.
Especially at the spot.
I got love for you pussies. I'm Friday to Monday. Anyone wants to battle me DJ wise or thinks otherwise, think you could come take the King's crown, come to the spot. Friday to Monday, motherfuckers. I ain't hard to find. Honey's Las Vegas, bitches, off of Valley View. You know the deal. Shit, text me. I'll send a driver to pick you pussies up.
I'll probably be that driver. We do fucking everything.
Oh, way. Brandon, much love. I thank you so much for coming on, brother.
Hey, I'll definitely
appreciate
be back
it, man.
For sure.
I know I'm going to get a lot of views on here because of your sexy ass. I want to thank your wife for letting you loose today and coming and joining me for an hour here real quick, man. Again, everybody, much love. 2025, we setting it off already. We starting off right. And any sponsors, I'm going to start looking for sponsors now that I'm like 11, 12 episodes deep right now. You know what I mean? So I want a liquor sponsor. I want a strip club sponsor, a dispensary sponsor, and I want an adult sex shop sponsor. So any motherfuckers out there, come and see me. You know what I mean? Or get my info. Hit me on Instagram. Please, party people, like, share, subscribe. Thank you, guys. I'm on YouTube and Spotify. God bless.
And drop some comments down in the fucking comment box, man. I think those are empty. Nobody's talking good shit, bad shit, giving us what you want to hear. That way we're able to fucking come back up here, have some kind of material. Y'all like it, comment, and then I'll come back up here.
Don't just listen to my shit and envy, motherfuckers.
I'll be able to talk
whether you
about
like
some
me
more
or you
shit.
don't, like, share, subscribe. I'm doing this shit for the industry, pussies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good time. Good time. Hell yeah.
Thanks, Brandon. Much love.
Yes, sir. Anytime. I kind of like hearing this shit. I'm going to get me some of these.
Sounds good, huh?
Yeah.